So the Philadelphia Eagles just made a huge roster move, releasing a D tackle and claiming one with huge upside. We also got to talk about Britton Covey sounding a little upset that the Eagles traded for Jahan Dotson, while Devonta Smith gives him the ultimate compliment. But that's not all. ESPN calls Jalen Hurts overrated, and we find out what the Eagles are wearing in Brazil versus the Packers, plus more crazy rumors surrounding the place that they will play in Brazil. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the videos. So we are literally 1 week away from the Eagles heading down to Brazil to take on the Packers for an NFC showdown. One team will start this season off 0-1, and the other team will be 1-0, beating a quality team in their conference. So I gotta ask y'all, who scores the first touchdown for the Philadelphia Eagles? Put it in the comment section. As for the nowhere in green in Brazil rumors, the Eagles elect to play it safe, going with a uniform combo that we've never seen before. Black helmets, white jersey, black pants with the white stripe down the side. Now granted, these are just rumors, and the Packers did announce that they will be wearing green, so good luck to them. The Eagles are playing it safe. We also heard about wildfires and the air not being good in certain places. A lot of things going on in Brazil, but the rumors that it was dangerous or there's going to be a lot of rules for the Eagle players to follow to be safe, I don't know how false that is. Listen to AJ.
We had a meeting yesterday, and it was like a whole bunch of don't do's, and I'm just trying to go down there, win a football game, and come back home. That's the best way I can put it.
What were you told not to do?
A lot, honestly. Things that we would normally do here, even simple as just walking down the street with your phone in your hand and stuff like that, which is kind of crazy. So,
hey, I don't know what's exactly true or false, but I hope all the Eagles and all the fans that go down there and are already down there have fun, be safe. I love the fact that there are really Eagles everywhere. Go Birds. Moving on to the big news yesterday, the Philadelphia Eagles claimed D tackle Byron Young and released D tackle Marlon T. At first, I just heard that the Eagles claimed the former Raiders D tackle who came out of Alabama in 2023. But because we claimed him instead of just signing him, you can't put a claimed player on the practice squad. So I figured we were going to release somebody, but I didn't think it would be Marlon T. In the little time that he's played for the Eagles, I believe at a USC, I think he was a 5th or 6th round draft pick, he's been productive on key snaps, especially against the run. As for Byron Young, here's some film from when he was at Alabama, number 47. Remember, he was a 3rd round pick just a year ago in the 2023 draft, 70th overall out of Alabama. Young only played in 6 games as a rookie, totaling 4 tackles and no QB hits or sacks. Now, it could be a red flag that the Raiders cut their 3rd round pick after 1 year, but the Raiders are also a terrible team, so I don't know how good their judgment is. Marlon T wasn't going to get that much PT anyways, but they're banking on the upside of a player like Byron Young. We clearly saw the talent at Alabama, being able to shut down the run and rush the passer. I don't know what happened in Las Vegas, right? Like I said, the Raiders are a bad team, but to draft a guy in the 3rd round, play him 6 games as a rookie, what could he have possibly done that bad that you would actually release him after only being in the league for 1 year? Maybe there's some off-field stuff, I don't know, but the Eagles could, in the near future, have a 4-headed monster at the D-tackle position. I like our D-line coaches, and he can learn from guys like Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, who are all young too. But a 4-headed monster, if Byron Young becomes what we all thought he could out of Alabama, that would be an absolute steal for GM Howie Roseman. He did it again. Flipping it over to the offense, we got some BS to talk about. ESPN ran a poll asking 103 NFL players, probably the trash ones, this question: who is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. And the top 3 votes were Josh Allen with 11, Jalen Hurts with 10, and Tua Tagovailoa with 10. I don't know who the 103 players were. Mind you, there's 1,500 players in the NFL. I'm guessing that half the 103 play for the Dallas Cowboys, because one thing that all these quarterbacks have in common is that they beat the Dallas Cowboys last year. Hey, I'm just saying. Now, before we get to Smitty comparing Jahan Dotson to himself, plus Britton Covey sounds a little upset that the Eagles traded for Jahan Dotson, and how Jeff Stoutland saved this player's career, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Mando, the best way to control odor for your pits, packages, and feet. My favorite is the deodorant Mount Fuji. Sorry about the green screen, but this deodorant is the longest lasting deodorant I honestly ever use. Some of these other brands claim 48 hours. They barely work for 6 to 8. Plus, you put some other deodorants on, guess what? It's itchy, it's sticky, it bothers, at least me. I know it bothers some of y'all. This one is so smooth and solid. I promise you can't go wrong with this, but in the starter pack, you get wipes. Quick for your packages, your feet, or the pits real quick, especially after the gym, right? Plus, they come with a lotion. That's mainly for those feet and those packages that, you know what I mean, the soap and the showers don't do. You still should be taking a shower. Go to the description or the pinned comment section at shopmando.com. Click it. Use promo code PhillyMike, all capitals, to get $5 off. Once again, link in the description and the pinned comment at shopmando.com. Click the link. Use code PhillyMike, all capital, not the exclamation point, and get $5 off your starter pack. So, of course, they asked Devonta Smith about Jahan Dotson, and he said he was a fan. He's a good addition, all the right things. But when they asked him, how did he become a fan? Listen what he says, especially about his route tree.
So my first time watching him was in college when we were playing Ohio State in the Natty. I know he played against him, so I was studying some of the corners over there, and he just popped out on the tape. And ever since then, I've been a fan. So just the way that he runs routes, the releases he does, and things like that, I feel like we're kind of similar.
Again, the people who are downplaying the Jahan Dotson trade are most likely Washington fans and maybe some Cowboy fans. They don't have common sense, right? AJ, Devonta, Saquon, Dallas, Jalen Hurts. Then you add a guy like this, who is going to have the easiest matchup on the field every single time he lines up because eyes are everywhere. He should eat. As for Britton Covey, he knows it made the team better, but listen what he says. I think he low-key a little upset because he thought this was his best training camp and he might have an opportunity to not just be the punt returner and actually play some wide receiver 3 in the slot.
You're not really surprised by anything after being in this league for a few years, so it's not that I was expecting it, but you're not surprised by anything like that. And objectively, did we get better as a team from that trade? Yes. So totally understand the positioning and thinking behind it. And just like I said, I still think that I showed enough, and I have showed enough over multiple years that they can use me on the offensive side of the ball, and we'll just see what's in store for that. But like I said, I view myself as a great player and a slot receiver, and I think that Jahan's played mainly on the outside, and we're mixing in Smitty, so we'll see what happens. But wasn't surprised by it. Happy to have him here. Happy to have I've been a part of some dang good receiving groups. You know what I mean? So just another opportunity to learn, and not surprised by it. So it's going to be a good group, a really good group.
Hey, man, I love Covey. I'm glad he finally made the initial 53-man roster because he's always cut, put on a practice squad, and then brought up throughout the season for punt returns. One day, he's going to be more than just a punt return, and he did have a good camp. Shout out to Britton Covey. As for another player who I was surprised that made the 53-man roster, Fred Johnson. Listen to his story, how he learned from Lane, Mulata, but more importantly, Jeff Stoutland.
Basically just get out my own way of thinking. Like, when I got here, I was so hard-headed, and I ain't want to listen to nobody, especially Stout. And Stout just said, I'm not going to quit on you. I'm not going to give up on you. And that's just something that, I appreciate him the most for, because I was on my way out the league when I got in, like I said, last year. And this year, you know, start whatever you need. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Like we don't need to do no more coach me up, you know, babysitting. No, got to get Fred ready to go today. I'm ready whenever you need me to.
How did he earn your trust?
Huh?
How did he earn your trust?
He earned my trust by just never giving up on me, you know, just day in and day out. I was on practice squad. He was coaching me like I was a starter. I got tired of it. I'm like, please stop. And then when I finally got the extension or the guaranteed contract, he was just like, hey, you work for it. And even now, he still tells me, you know, I love you. You know, you're doing great things. And then he'll throw in his little 2 cents of what could get better, what could be, you know, better. And it's just the light of where I take the coaching. It's not he's trying to belittle me or tear me down. He's trying to build me up. He was just coaching me hard because I never, like, his technique is different from any other technique I've been doing. And he just basically didn't quit on me because, you know, sometimes I wouldn't get it or I wouldn't, like, it wouldn't translate how he was telling me to do it, wouldn't translate with how I was playing. And basically after, like, every rep on scout team, he would come run up and tell me what I did wrong while I have to look at a card and go play the next play against Josh Sweat or Hassan Reddick or somebody like that. Like, it was just very much so, like, hands-on. He's in my grill 24/7, and, like, I'm glad I was able to receive the best of his coaching. So
We always talk about Jeff Stoutland as the best offensive line coach in the NFL, and it's true, but it don't stop there. I think when you look at positional group coaches, whether it's quarterback coach, O-line coach, D-line coach, DB coach, running back coach, wide receiver coach, he's the best positional coach in the NFL right now. One more thing before I get out of here. I do want to hold a fantasy football league on ESPN. First come, first serve. Let me know in the comment section if you're interested, but listen to the rules. The draft will be on September 4th at 6 p.m., $50 buy-in. If you could do that, drop your name. Oh, one more. You have to be on Twitter. You got to be following me because I want to start a group chat with the 10 or 12 people that will be in the league. I think Laura Brunson's going to be in the league, so if we do 12, I need the first 11. Got to be serious. You got to be on Twitter. Let me know. With all that being said, I really do be rocking with the Mando, including the wipes, but my favorite thing is the deodorant. It's the best. It is not expensive. Click the link in the description and or the pinned comment section and get yours. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so you know when I drop videos or go live. A lot going on for this season on this channel. Muscle up. We out.